Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason pitched for 7 innings against the San Francisco Giants in Chase Field. He allowed 2 runs on 9 hits, including that Jose Iglesias home run, collected 9 strikeouts, and got no decision in a game that the Diamondbacks, ultimately won. So let's keep going. We actually are here to the end of the month of May, which means that it's time to check in on the stats so far. Arizona right now leading the National League West here with 35 wins, 23 losses. We're 5 games ahead of the Rockies in the West, which is great. Pirates leading the NL Central with the Cubs behind them. The Braves are leading the Marlins by 4.5 games. The Marlins, of all people, by 4.5 games here in the early going. Looking at the NL wild card, it looks like it's Cubs on top with the Reds and the Rockies in a tie for the second spot, with the Marlins close behind and the Phillies still in the fight. Padres too, right up there with them. So let's see how they're doing in the AL. Oh look, Red Sox, 35 wins. They're doing pretty well for themselves. Indians, 32 wins. Angels are at 38 wins. Yeah, if we'd gone there, we probably would be doing pretty dang well, but we didn't, so that's where we find ourselves. Mariners and the Rays are the teams in the wild card at the moment, so I guess we'll find out how that turns out some other time. Let's keep going. Okay, bullpen day. What have we got? Start working on our hits per 9 more. That might be nice. Break and hits per 9. I think that might be what I want to do here. Speed and base running aggressiveness. Strength training. Work on that velocity a little more. Get our pitching clutch cap up, I guess. Work with Archie Bradley here. Get our... That does not look like Archie Bradley to me. Okay, 2 runs or less over your next appearance. You got it, bub. Alright, and we can also work on more of our friendships or rivalries if we so choose. Technically, I guess Jason's build is built more towards stoking rivalries, but those are so hard to get up considering you only see your enemies, you know, for a starter, you only see them like 1 in every 5 games, so you might not even see all the teams in the NL during your span in 1 year. Let's go with Jaime Gutierrez here and try to get friends with him. We have a good group of guys here. I think we can rack up some W's if we stay focused. Yeah, we're doing well, actually. I'm kind of surprised that we're doing as well as we are. I mean, we did choose this team because they had some of the most potent offense in the country, so the fact that we are doing well should come as no surprise. Okay, looks like it's time for us to take it to the St. Louis Cardinals in St. Louis. Now, Jason has only faced the Cardinals 2 times before with no career starts, which means that his stats are pretty much useless. For what it's worth, he has a 9.0 ERA and a 2.05 WOBA, so, you know, whatever that's worth to you. But basically speaking, this is the team that Jason has faced least of all in his entire career, so I really got nothing to tell you except let's get out here and get it.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the St. Louis Cardinals. Stay tuned for Cardinals baseball next. Guy Lanier will be on the mound for the series opener.
Oh man, look at that guy.
Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes
that guy's coming after Jason's sassy sponsorship money.
5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Play ball, ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. 3.
In now.
Looks like they finally got the D-backs off the field before Jason had a chance to bat. But all the same, that means he's coming out here with a 4-0 lead here in the first. So let's get on it.
Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here. Get on the winning side, push forward, game 1 on this road trip. It's not going to be easy.
All right, 0-2 count here to Jeremy Brandon, who I believe Jason faced off against a few times in the minors, if I recall correctly. Try a 2-seamer inside. Broke him off. That's exactly what that perk is supposed to achieve.
That's the first out.
Got some nasty movement on that 2-seamer.
Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this team's lineup is dead last in batting average, and I tell you what, that does not bode well for the rest of the season. If you do not have professional at-bats up and down the lineup, or at least 6 to 7 guys, it is eventually going to catch up to you.
Riding into the box, Craig Gonzalez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Let's try cutter up.
On the way. And a high strike to begin
strike
the
there.
It's 0-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high.
Ooh, grounder right over to Mark Madsen. That'll be the first out.
2 gone to start the inning.
Or excuse me, the second. Gosh.
And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better.
I was wondering about where Xander Bogaerts got off to. He had not been on the Red Sox when Jason was there. And it seemed a bit early in his career to have allowed him to retire, but here he is on the St. Louis Cardinals. Pitching pretty well, or hitting pretty well too, 324 average here in the month of June.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he
finally lays off the circle change down and in. Try the curveball. Sprays it off. He was late on it. Try a cutter away.
And he lays
a little far away, Jay.
As they draw even at 2-2.
And now it is time for the slider. Let's give it to him. Ooh, goes reaching for it.
Not much of a
First strikeout of the day for Jason. Have a seat and get comfortable.
Go the Cardinals. They're down 4-0. Digging in, Jason Parham, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down.
Jason comes up, nobody on, nobody out. Leadoff hitter.
A lot of runs too.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss
well,
it.
that's only fair, I guess.
To get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
First pitch slider is the call from Mike Zunino.
Keep up this pace with the power numbers. He's got immense power in that bat.
That's the ball.
1.
Who's the first here?
Okay, they didn't call. I guess that was kind of a borderline pitch, but looks good from up here.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner toward the
Ooh,
gap.
golfed it into left center field. Harrison Bader is going to have himself a base hit here to start the second inning.
So coming to the plate, Colton Wong. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club
Cutter inside, no swing.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is in there for strike
Curveball
1.
outside for the strike.
No outs. Hey, see it up. Drive it the other way. Let's go, big dog.
There's one right on the black, too, for strike 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next.
Change up away, no swing.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
We're going to go 2-seam down and away. Try to get a double play
2-2.
ball.
That's lifted the other
That's
way
not a double
out to
play ball
left.
there.
Hoskins waits on it.
Mine. 2,
One away.
2. Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me?
Looks to me like the usual suspect. Well, maybe not. We got Cam Gallagher now behind the plate, not Mike Zunino. All the other faces are the same. Morris Lamb, Jaime Gutierrez, Jack Reinheimer, Mark Madsen,
So a runner at first
Reese
with
Hoskins,
one-man
Jock
Gallagher,
Peterson,
and
Bryce
the
Harper, and as usual,
left-handed
on the
batter,
bump,
Scott Schebler.
Mr. Jason Parham.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1.
Outside circle change. Taps the 2-seamer down for strike 1.
Hey, grounder right here.
The 1-1 is a fastball
Oof.
that misses.
Having some trouble with that outside corner here. Let's try it. Let's mix it up a little bit.
Way inside with that
okay.
one. Pretty easy take there. Jamal Gallegos will be next.
Taps the changeup. Okay, Jay, what are we thinking? 3-2 count here? Let's not walk the guy if we can help it. Let's go changeup, low outside corner. Be a little bit generous for the umpire's sake. Swing and a miss, and that'll be the second strikeout of the day.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
So striding forward now, Jamal Gallegos. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed that time.
Swing and a miss
It's
from
0-1.
his 12-6 curveball.
Bader, the runner at first with 2 gone.
All right, come on now. One time. Get a piece.
Runners on the move.
Here
for
comes a
second.
2-seamer in.
Now the throw down.
Bad throw from behind the dish.
Second with ease.
They'll steal the bag, but not too worried about it.
But they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Well, they definitely challenged Cam Gallagher behind the plate, and he was not able to meet the match the challenge. Don't know what we could have done there for Jason. Ooh, I was going to say that one looked good, but it is just going to be a left field flyout, and that'll end the inning.
To retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We played 2 full. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Cardinals nothing.
No one out now.
Coming to the plate now, Carson Kelly. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
All right, so Arizona up now 5-0. Going into the top of the third, or the bottom of the third, excuse me.
And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Okay, that inside corner just not working so much for Jason today. Not sure what's going on here.
Here we go right now, fellas.
Let's give him the same spot, but with a cutter.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
fouled away.
Okay, that caught a little more of the zone than I had intended, but okay. And there's another broken bat. Jason Parham cutting some lumber up here. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, me.
All right, so we got Guy Lanier here.
Into the box now.
Pitcher.
Guy Lanier. As he'll take a look
Oh,
at an
Jay,
off-speed
come on.
pitch here that misses for ball one.
All right, let's not screw around. Let's blow something past this guy.
And
There we
that's
go.
Right there, and we're even at 1.
95 high heat.
Cardinals
Swing and a
up
miss.
there with a 1-2
Cut her
count.
down. He was early on it. Well, let's get dirty then. Slide her down and away.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And
I don't even know what
a
that
miss as
stance
they got
is,
him with
man.
the slider there, 2 away.
And that'll be
It's still early,
strikeout
but
number
it's also
3.
worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeremy Brannon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Okay, bring back up the top of the order here, Jeremy Brannon.
All right, here we go now.
First pitch,
Giving him a lot of
shot
looks
its
at
way.
this fastball here.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Try a change up here to kind of get him looking at something else.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That was early as well, so let's go slider outside.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Swing and a miss.
Missed, and that's the
That'll be
final
4
out of the inning.
strikeouts for Jason so far, and the end of the inning.
Down in order go the Cardinals. They
And
can't
he's
chip
leading off in the
into
next
that
inning, so
5-0
we'll see how that
deficit.
turns out for him.
Digging in to try it again. Jason Parham. He got on top of one. It was
The team
a
behind
ground
early.
out
What are you
last time.
talking about, game? Gee whiz.
Hey, need you right here. One time. Let's go. Nobody here. Nobody.
First offering on its way. Strike taken up. in
High
the zone.
fastball. Good one to
guess the
pop
game
up
plan
there.
From the offensive standpoint today, coming into this one, was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1-1 the
Hate
count.
splitters. Only thing I do worse with is a sinker, or excuse me, a slider.
Is taken for ball 2.
Oof.
A little too tall that time. 3-1.
Careful,
now.
Jay. He's going for your moneymaker.
Hey, get your pitch right
3-1
here.
count. What do we got? Good
Count
one to
full,
mash,
3
but
balls and 2 strikes.
on account of I'm a terrible player at this game, MLB The Show 19,
Now the
that
payoff
one was
pitch
just
home.
fouled.
And he misses with it. Ball 4.
But, you know, I'll take a
Terrible
walk.
Start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher, leading things off. Digging in, Jamie Gutierrez. He flew out in his last at bat.
Now we need mostly not to embarrass ourselves here on the base paths, which we can do.
Throw over to the
What?
bag. and
Really,
dive
man,
back
I'm a
in.
pitcher. You expecting me to go steal second?
Hey, no one down here. Let's go, kid. One time right here.
And again, a
Really?
throw, and he'll get
Come
back
on
in
now.
safely. throw. And he'll get
Rob
dirty, but
Manfred
he's
is
back in
growing
safely.
restless.
The 1-1 home.
Finally.
Rounded back up the middle. Long for one. Back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bat.
All right, well, Jason removed from the base paths on the fielder's choice. It is what it is.
And the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
We'll see how they turn out then.
Leading off the inning, Craig Gonzalez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Retire the side in order. Well, I mean, we've been making good progress here, but I don't know that I would have a whole lot of faith in myself to do that.
Let's go, kid. Lays up first now.
First offering on
Let's
its
give it
way.
a try, though.
Liner towards second.
Yeah, see, first batter you face, and he gets himself a base hit, a little bloop over the shoulder of Jaime Gutierrez.
Guy swinging first pitch.
It's a good thing there's no penalty for screwing these up.
Try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Hey, we got no outs.
Curveball to the outside.
Now a ball
That was not
lined
outside.
toward the alley in left center, but this'll be
But
pulled in
Hoskins
out
can
there.
get over to it and make the play. First down of the inning.
Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late.
Yeah, Ildemaro Vargas doing himself a pretty good job down there in AAA. See what he's capable of.
Standing in, Harrison Bader. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball one. Taken,
Cutter
and that one
pretty much
catches
center
the
cut
part of
there.
the strike zone.
No strike, or no
Gonzalez
swing on it.
leads off first with one away. A ball and two
Slider
strikes.
outside corner.
All right, one time, right here.
Hasn't swung at anything yet, so
Yeah, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
give him a two-seamer up and in.
Ball two.
No swing on that one. Huh. Okay, well. Curveball below the zone.
Let it rip right here. Let's go.
The 2-2. Good swing on a
tapped
tough
that
pitch,
one.
and he'll stick around to see another one.
Got that one too, huh? You've laid on it. Well, let's go cut her away.
The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and lifted in the
Bloops
air
it,
to
center
left
field. Jock Peterson's out
giving
there,
chase.
pulls it in, and
He's
that'll be
got
the
it.
second
Nice
out.
play there, two away. Digging in, Colton Wong.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Okay, curveball's the first pitch.
See it, drive it like you can.
Ready
Here we
with
go.
the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ugh, just barely caught the corner with that one. Execution was not great on it.
No runs, two hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's a fastball at the knees.
Fastball
Good
outside
spot,
gets a good
pitch,
spot.
And it's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Okay, two-seamer up, gets swung on. Now the call's for changeup down and away. I think that's a good call.
Big guy, get your pitch, huh?
Let's go for it.
And an
Swing and a
off-speed pitch
miss.
Swung on and missed, and with that, the
Get
side is
off my
retired.
plate, sir.
One left for the Cardinals. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First
All right, two-seamer up and in is the call.
Cold strike at
Get
the
it past him.
0-1.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back.
That's off the end of the bat, going to the corner. And it's going to bounce into the stand. So Scott Schebler gets himself a ground rule double here to start. What is it? 6th inning? Bottom of the 5th. So, yeah.
The third baseman,
From the belt, the pitch. Grounded foul toward the
Pulled
coaching box
that
in third.
changeup very early on it.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Curveball, oh, hung it. Please don't do that, Jason. Really appreciate if you would not do that again.
Hey, no outs now. Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
This
All
is
right,
flared
stand up,
right
stand
back.
That's a little blue. Oh,
Misses it.
little chopper straight down the middle.
Not particularly graceful.
Jaime
there as a result of the
Gutierrez
slap
kind of
of an
failed to
E4 on
field
the
that one correctly. That's an E4 for him. They'll be men first and third with nobody out.
Now at the plate, Carson Kelly, and their runners at the corners now.
the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Hey, your pitch, get some wood on it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Change up, no swing,
Looks like he got
strike
the
one.
call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go.
From the belt, the pitch.
3-3.
That is going to go squirt right past
But he can't flag it down.
Morris Lamb. That will drive home a run. Carson Kelly gets himself an RBI.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Cheap little grounder here. That'll bring up Rob Refsnyder.
As he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning.
Here we go. Find your pitch right here. Find it.
Okay.
In there.
Cutter down, gets
Look at
a
his lifetime numbers.
called strike.
Refsnyder is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Behind 0-2
Goes
now.
reaching for that cutter away.
Hey, come on now. One time. Right here. Maybe right here, kid.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
All right, hold on.
Line
Right
drive
here,
to
right
center
Oh,
field.
man.
That's in
They've
there.
got Jason's number now, it seems like.
And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded
Rob
now.
Refsnyder
There's still
pinch hitting
nobody
for the
out.
pitcher. Gets himself a base hit. Now Jason finds himself with bases loaded here with nobody out in the fifth.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down.
I mean, Jason was cruising here, and all of a sudden, he's in trouble.
Now, Jeremy Brannon.
Let it fly right here. Wait for a good one now.
Ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Go out, Tim.
We've got to prevent the big inning at all costs here.
Get your pitch.
I mean, ideally, we want to have fewer than 2 runs here, or 2 or fewer runs, which is what we were challenged to do.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
The 1-2 is swung on and
Swing and a miss.
strike
Jeremy
3.
Brannon goes down for the second time on strikes today.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now double play ball. That's what I'm looking for here.
The first baseman, Fred
Into the box,
Gonzalez.
Craig Gonzalez, as he'll take a called
12-6
strike.
taken for a strike.
Let's go, kid. Hey, we got one out here.
A ball and a strike to the
Outside
Cardinals'
fastball
first
gets no
baseman.
swing.
Let it rip. Let it go. Hey, wait Brace for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is line to left.
Clobbered into left field. That's going to be probably a bases clearing double. They're going to hold the runner at. They're going to hold the runner there at second, but that is still. Sheesh.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a
Bases clearing double.
He makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with the
Okay, Jay.
double.
The batter, number 3.
Stepping in now, Xander Bogaerts, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point.
I mean, this went from a good outing to one that's not doing so well.
Here we go.
Here we go, boys. Come on.
Now we kind of got to hope for a strikeout or something here.
Hey, one down.
Go ahead and use the showtime here. Slider down and away. He taps it.
Hey, hit me a seed right here.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Hit the other way.
Loops it up. And they're not going to challenge at home.
There are 2 gone now. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough.
And that'll bring up Harrison Bader for Jason's boss challenge of the day.
Harrison Bader, and he's about as dangerous as they come. And without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today.
What are we thinking, Jay? Ground out or strikeout? We got to go for the strikeout, I think.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right down
Takes
Broadway,
the
that time,
curveball
strike
first
1.
pitch.
Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Fouled
Pops up the 2-seamer.
3 runs already home here.
What are we thinking? We're thinking the Ant Special, my friends.
Hey, one time, right now.
Lofted in the air.
Oh, that wasn't ideal.
Harper coming on.
But Bryce Harper comes in and collects it. Jason gets out of the inning, having taken some damage. We still got the lead. Still got the potential for the win. Still got the potential even for quality start. But we were cruising and we got kind of blown up here.
Sam Tuivalala takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 64.
So Jason is going to be facing a relief pitcher here in the top of the 6th. I wouldn't put too much stock in getting a base hit off of him today.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're
Big
looking
guy,
for
get your
it.
pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
Comes set with the 0-1.
Oof, that might have been a good one to hit, Jay, but you were a little too antsy about it. Okay, 0-2. Best place to be, of course.
The 0-2 home.
Rounds it over to second base, and that will end Jason's plate appearance. No big surprise. So Arizona is not able to add any more to their lead, so we are coming into this one 5-3 still, bottom of the 6th. So if Jason is to have any success here, this has got to be the cut. This has got to be the shutdown inning.
And win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Let's go, kid. Here we go.
Okay, 0-2 count on that fouled off ball.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And
Oof.
another foul ball.
Caught the changeup down. Try the curveball down now.
And he'll try and
Bounced it a little too aggressively there.
1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the
We
bat on
had
that
been
one.
cruising, as I said.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good
But now
rip.
Jason's pitch count is up. We've allowed some runs.
And it's fouled away.
Got to believe that maybe Jason's day is going to be over after this inning.
This guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And a good take there.
All right, well.
But it's 2-2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away.
Swings on the cutter inside and mashes it, but gets no result on a foul ball.
The 2-2 one more time.
Changing up away now. That's grounded over to Morris Lamb.
One away.
More of a liner, actually, but it's still an out.
Ready once again. Scott Shevler will try to follow
So, what are we thinking?
With another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Check swing on a cutter down, and that's strike one. He had good timing on it, and it just...
Hey, your pitch. Drive deep, huh? Here you go.
And
Swing and a miss.
New life out there in the 6th inning as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
Try another curveball low.
The 0-2 pitch.
Taps the one that hits the corner.
And he stays alive.
I'm going to throw him a slider in. Hopefully it's not in enough that it hits him.
Slider.
Well, it certainly wasn't in enough to hit him. That was not a concern there. Cutter up.
And
taps it.
This one off.
How about a two-seamer down and in?
Here's another 1-2.
Got him looking. That'll be the second strikeout of the day for him.
So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders.
Yeah, Jason's ERA is about to take a big hit today. He just got hit around a little bit too much.
Standing in, Jamal Gallegos. He reached base.
On the other hand, strikeouts aren't looking too bad today.
Last time up. Too low.
He's got 7 so far on the day.
Hey, nice to meet you. Here, your pitch.
Oh dear. Oh, 2-0 count here.
It's 2-0 now.
Let's try a slider here. Swing and a miss on one outside, and that'll be strike one. Swing on a miss on the changeup down, and that'll be strike two. What do you think? Slider on the corner? Give it a try, I guess. Taps it.
With him, another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, one time, right now.
Here's another
two-seamer up and in. Come and get it. Okay, he did not come and get it.
The count here, 3-2 with 2 away.
It was clearly marked, left for him with his name on it, and he did not come and get it.
And this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Fouled away.
Okay, cutter up.
2 out, nobody on.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Let's try a curveball now.
A swing and a shot hit down the
Okay,
corner.
he mashed that one, but it's going foul.
Though it
Fortunately.
had the home run distance.
All right, I think we got to go.
Hey, see it deep and drive. What do you say?
Got to go showtime on this one. I'm not expecting to be out here too much longer. We'll go change up outside corner.
Gets him looking
And gets him looking. Gallegos just goes down looking. That'll be the 8th strikeout on the day for Jason. And I got to imagine his time's about running out up here. He's at 90-plus pitches. And in fact, they're going to bring in Matt Barnes here to try to close this one out. So we'll see how the Arizona bullpen managed to hold on to a 2+2 potentially more run lead here going into the later innings. Survey says, well, Matt Barnes does in fact blow it for the Diamondbacks in the 7th, allowing 4 runs that come across that the Diamondbacks are unable to overcome, and the Cardinals come out of here with a victory. Jason pitches for 6 innings, allowing 3 runs, 2 earned on 6 hits, collecting 8 strikeouts and getting a no decision on the day that the Diamondbacks ultimately lost. He remains at 7-0 and 66 and 39 in his career. His ERA has gone to 1.72. His FIP is at 1.98. And his XFIP is at 2.59. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.